Your campus, your community, your life. This is Bloomington Normal's one and only live newscast, TV 10 News.
Bloomington residents are looking at a $2 increase in their monthly charge for garbage pickup. Good afternoon, I'm Bo Ebenezer.
And I'm Christen Roberts. This increase was addressed last night at City Council. TV 10's Carly Orris is live with us in the newsroom with more on the story. Carly?
From $14 to $16, Bloomington residents will now have to pay a higher charge for their garbage to be picked up. But how are people in Bloomington responding to this new charge?
All right, thanks, Carly. And the lack of pension funding now has Bloomington citizens concerned.
The council is now facing a huge deficit that is affecting those living in the area. TV 10's Whitney Wagers has the story. Bloomington is also required to pay in what the General Assembly requires for pension funding, but plans to continue supplemental funding as well.
Energy Management in Normal filled a new position yesterday. Mark Clinch has been named the new Director of Facilities and Energy Management. Clinch has served as the Director of Operations and Maintenance for Ottawa Township High School for the last 12 years. Clinch will oversee all custodial and maintenance operations in the town's 19 buildings.
Could President Obama be making a stop in Normal, Illinois? Well, as the town prepares to open its new transportation center in Uptown Normal, they are in the works of planning a VIP-filled event. President Obama is among the names in the list who have been invited to attend the event. Only time will tell if the town of Normal will receive a guest appearance from the president.
Illinois has another opportunity to win millions of dollars to improve early learning programs. The Obama administration announced the 5 states that were finalists in an earlier competition for millions will now be able to compete for a new pot of money. Colorado, New Mexico, Oregon, and Wisconsin are all in competition with Illinois to receive a share of $133 million in new Race to the Top funding. And more student housing may be in store for Illinois Wesleyan after their most recent proposal. The school is asking the city to rezone 8 of the Wesleyan-owned lots to build 2 apartment buildings that would hold 48 students each. The City Planning Commission will hear the rezoning request tomorrow evening at City Hall.
Crime Stoppers of McLean County is asking for your help. 58-year-old Stanley Edison is wanted in the connection with a petition to revoke probation on theft and burglary charges. Edison was last seen on the 1400 block of North Linden Street. Crime Stoppers will pay up to $1,000 for information leading to Edison's arrest. Also, a Bloomington man has pleaded not guilty to 8 drug counts after an investigation that led to a search of his apartment last month. 24-year-old Victor Palafox was arrested after the search found 53 grams of what appeared to be cocaine. Palafox will be back in court next week.
High-speed, low-cost internet is coming to Central Illinois. An $18 million project is now on schedule to meet its target startup date in 2013. It was announced yesterday that the first phase of construction has been completed in Hudson, Farmer City, and Downs. Construction in Bloomington Normal is set to begin April 16th with the target completion date set in December.
Some Mac users may be in for a surprise. Some new malware has popped up and is affecting 500,000 users.
This malware is said to be one of the largest attacks on Mac operating systems in history. TV 10's Gozi Agomo joins us live with more. Gozi?
Thanks, Gozi. Coming up next, miners in Peru have been trapped for days. What rescuers are doing when we come back.
And a forest fire threatening dozens of homes, all up next. All right, thanks, Danielle. And I got to ask Kristen, I know I do, but do you have Bieber fever?
I have a little bit of a Bieber fever, just a little bit,
well,
tiny bit.
You got to admit, he's got some talent there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, coming up next, find out what happened in Major League Baseball last night.
As well as how one area team is dominating all around. All that and more when we come back. The Illinois Wesleyan softball team continued their dominating season after winning their 8th and 9th straight games yesterday in a doubleheader against Milliken. A grand slam by junior Courtney Martin and a no-hitter by sophomore pitcher Molly McCready allowed the Titans to take the first game 10-0. Another grand slam in the second game helped IWU sophomore Katie Crane to a school record of 7 runs batted in as the Titans scored a 12-4 win. This is the 19th straight season the team has seen 20 wins. The Titans are undefeated in conference play with a record of 4-0 as they look to continue their record with a doubleheader Wednesday at Augustana. It was an inner-city matchup yesterday as Bloomington High School took on Central Catholic. Mary Lawrence went 3 for 3, which included an inside-the-park home run for the Purple Raiders in the top of the 4th. Bloomington's Hannah Plins took the win, allowing just 4 hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. Claire Callis was the only run scored by the Saints with her solo home run as the Purple Raiders took it 6-1. BHS advances to a 5-7 record. The ISU baseball team starts their 5-game road trip today with a non-conference matchup against Northern Illinois. The Redbirds are looking for their 20th win for the season after falling to Wichita State over the weekend. Senior Eric Aguilera is the guy to watch as he goes in the game with a .333 batting average. The Redbirds are currently 19-10, while the Huskies are 8-23. The Cincinnati Reds hosted the St. Louis Cardinals last night as the Birds proved they came ready to dominate. At the top of the first as Matt Holliday has this solo shot over left center, starts the Cards with a 1-0 lead. Again in the first inning, Lance Berkman on first as David Freese says see ya to this shot, which adds 2 for the Cardinals. Still in the first, Yadier Molina with a power swing over right center field. Cards start the game with a 4-0 lead. Later, their defense was just as sharp as their bats as Chris Heisey tries to get this one by Rafael Furcal, but he says no way with this diving play, gets the out at second. St. Louis takes this one 7-1. The Chicago Cubs welcomed the Milwaukee Brewers last night. Tied in the top of the 4th, Brewers' Sean Macram lays down the squeeze bunt that brings in Alex Gonzalez. Later in the 7th, former Cubs Ramos Ramirez checks this fly ball to left center. Soriano can't get there, scores Ryan Brand. Brewers up 6-3. Bottom of the 9th, Cubs looking to make a comeback. Runners in the corners. Marlon Broods grounds to Ramirez at third, who can't make play. Scores Stewart. Cubs down by 2. The base is juiced, but Starlin Castro strikes out. Milwaukee takes it 7-5. Then the White Sox in Cleveland, top of the first as Alejandro Diaz gives it deep to right for a leadoff homer. Later, man on as Sox A.J. Przinsky takes it deep to right field as this one is out of there, adding 2 for the Chicago White Sox. Goes real deep. Top of the 5th, White Sox up 3-0. Brent Morel drives this one right off the glove of Jose Lopez. Drives in a run as the Indians fall 4-2. Diaz went 2 for 5 last night with a home run, double, RBI, and 2 runs that scored. With the Masters wrapping up on Sunday, local golfers had quite a bit to say about the amazing finish. TV 10's Joe Wiegand has more. Star golfer Tiger Woods finished 5 shots over par in last weekend's Classic. He is looking to improve at the next tournament.
All right, Kristen, so do you think Tiger's going to be able to get out of this slump? Or?
I mean, you can only go up from here. It's kind of the way I see it, so good luck to him.
We'll see how that goes. Some people